We are in, you guys are done? We are in our Monday night shiur, sponsored by the Abramov family as a Sodat Hodaya. Thanks to Hashem. Something happened to them and they want to sponsor the Seudah, and we've talked about it in the past. How important it is to say thank you to Hashem and to publicize the miracle. So they've had a certain, where is he? Over here. Certain miracle that happened to them, and after so many years, Baruch Hashem, so they want to say thank you to Hashem and Mizakeh Rabim, everyone over here. Also, Leleida Kala for easy childbirth. For Shoshana Bat Shalom Chai, may she have an easy childbirth.
Amen.
And speedily and a healthy child. The shiur tonight, I want to say a couple of interesting things. B'ezrat Barach. Parashat Vayetze. Vayetze Yakov mi Be'er Shava Vayelech Harana. Yakov Avinu. Who is Yakov Avinu?
Grandfather.
The grandfather, right?
My grandfather.
Bechir Sheba'avot. The forefather. He's the forefather. Solet Nikia. A pure person. Out of Avraham came out Ishmael. Why is he called Ishmael? Do you know what the Zohar says? A little Zohar. Parashat Vayera. Why is he called Ishmael? Because at the end of days, from the tzarot, from this sorrow that the Ishmaelim, the Arabs, will do to the Jewish people, they're going to cry out to Hashem. Wow. Ishmael, and Hashem will listen to them. So Hashem called him Ishmael. And Yitzhak had, unfortunately, we're in their galut already for 2,000 years, had Esav Harasha. He was born, the Midrash says he was born, the man was, he was a man. He was Asuri, that's why they called him what does it mean they called him Esav? Everyone who saw him, they called him what? Esav. The boy is done. He had full hair, like a boy, like a man. Yes, he had what do you call that haircut today? Fade. The fade. He had the fade. Yes, that's the Avi Avot HaTum'ah. You know what a fade is? Can I tell you what that is? When a person comes and he says, I want to destroy my yak tikunei dikna, my 13 attributes of mercy, which we all grow that on our face. The first one is kel. Kel, rachum, v'chanun, erech ha'payim. What's the first one? Kel. It's the only one that's doubled. We have one on each side. These are two kels. You have two letters in your sideburns over here called kel. When a person gets a fade, a skin fade, Aleph Lamed. I say kel, I don't want to say God's name. He's destroying his first aspect of his tikunei dikna. He's destroying it.
We can get regular fade.
What?
We can get regular.
No, of course not. I don't know. What's a regular fade?
Fade is another word for transition.
Number 4 and then number 20. Yeah, is that how it goes? Ask your local barber. Yeah, that's what you got for that. People who are bold, and malasod. Kabbalistically, a person who's bold, his neshama doesn't have any dinim anymore.
Wow.
His dinim are getting less and less. Do you ever realize older people, they're getting bald on the top, but they still have a beard? Why? The beard is b'chinat chesed. The hair on the head is b'chinat din. So when a person gets older, he loses the hair. He loses the... You're b'chinat chesed shebechasadim. Esav, guys, came out of his mother, Rivka. He didn't just have hair out of his head. The guy had a beard. But it was red. Why was it red? Why was it red? But not red like light red, gingy as they call it. Red like clown red, like a fire engine red. in his mother's womb, he told Yaakov, if you're not going to let me out first, I'm going to kill our mother. You know, the uterine lining inside the woman is made out of blood. That's the nida blood. Why does a woman have her monthly cycle? The woman is made to have children. It's not chas v'shalom. Oh my God, we're supposed to have children. You know, kill the man. Why do we have to? You don't want to have children. It's your problem. Don't cry after 20 years. Don't cry after 20 years. How come you don't have children? You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. Hashem made the woman's body. Look at the cycle of the person to have children. That's why every month the body presents itself ready. It's ready to have children. That uterine lining is from the blood. Esav wanted to kill his mother. That's what the Tehillim says. Mi beten, from the womb. Tehillim. Akavit emo. He wanted to rip his mother apart. Why? He wanted to come out first. Why? The Bechor, if you guys listen to the video we sent out yesterday, he gets the best levush, the best part of the soul from his parents. The earlier you are in the conception, the bigger your neshama is. The younger you are, the less you get. That's why you're obligated to respect your older siblings. That's Arya Kadosh in Parashat Vayetze Shara Pesukim. This week's parasha, Torah Lishma. Esav, he's coming out all red, Rabotai. Daniel, you listening? All red. Why? They weren't Irish. He sucked the dam nida from his mother. He sucked it.
That's why he became.
And when he came out, his nails were long, like a grown man. A baby. You ever see a baby's nails? It's like this. It's like the skin of it's like a skin.
Yeah.
That's the skin of Adam Harishon. A baby's nails. That was the skin of Adam Harishon. It hardens as you become older, and it becomes a klipa, but not all of it. Only whatever gets above the fingertips. The nail, you know how you know a person doesn't know Kabbalah? He tells you a nail is klipa. You know he doesn't know any Kabbalah. He never learned that's Hayim, what's Hayim. He didn't know anything. Nail is Kedusha. Nail is Kedusha. But if it gets above the fingernail, it's already, that part gets above the fingernail is klipa.
Even for a baby?
What?
Why should have long nails?
He couldn't cut his nails because he had a health issue. His nails was like a baby's nails. It was like his skin. His nails was like a baby's nails, like his skin. When he would cut it, it was as if they were cutting his fingers off. You understand? That's why he grew. That's why he had longer nails. Now, lehavdil elef havdalot, Esav Rasha, when he came out, he had long nails. Esav, that's the father of Rome, Catholic Church. Our buddy, right? Our brothers across the boulevard over there. When he came out, Esav, he wanted to make sure that Am Yisrael would never happen. Now Rivka was supposed to have 12 children. She was supposed to have 12 Shevatim. Yitzchak was a Olat Mima. He never left Eretz Yisrael. Avraham left Israel.
Yes.
He went to Egypt. Yaakov left. Vayelech Harana. He went to Iraq. He went to Nasrallah over there. He went to Saddam Hussein. That's where he went. Yitzchak was the only Av that never left Eretz Yisrael. And I have a Rebbe that lives, Gesundheit, that he lives in Eretz Yisrael. When my father said to him, I'm going to pay you a ticket. Come to America for a week, for a chizuk. He said, I'm never leaving Eretz Yisrael, because he said a person who was born in Eretz Yisrael, if he never leaves, there's a special zechut on his neshama. Yitzhak Avinu never left Eretz Yisrael. He was an Olat Temimah. When Esav, he was supposed to have 12 Shevatim. When Esav came out with his nails, he ripped the uterus of his mother. Akaret rehem imo. He ripped out the uterus. And Rivka could never have any kids anymore. And he came out Esav. But Yaakov Avinu came out, he was not like his brother. He was not, he let his brother go first. If a person wants to be sure that he's a Yehudi, when he's driving in the highway, if he wants to cut everyone off, Not that it's a Friday, it's 5 minutes before Shabbat. I'm talking about he just naturally always wants to cut everyone off. There's some Esav over there playing around. But if he's a guy, goes, v'chavot, to go, saliha, and no road rage, telchu. That's Yakov. But Yakov was holding on the Akev. What's the Akev? On the heel. What was in the heel over there? What was in the heel? The Ariya Kadosh says, listen, I'm telling you a secret of secrets right now. I'm telling you a secret. In the heel of Esav was the neshama of the one of the Shivatim. Whoever's going to tell me which one of the Shivatim, which one of the 12 of them, it's a sign of the... You only get one chance, though. Yosef, wrong. 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 You only get one chance. Dan, wrong. I said you're wrong. Wrong.
God.
Wrong. Everyone's wrong. Yisachar, thank you very much.
That was my next guess.
You were close. You said Zevulun. You said Zevulun, but it wasn't Zevulun's neshama. Yisachar, how do we know? In Yisachar's name, there is a letter that we don't say. It's supposed to really be Yisachar. The extra shin, that was inside the Akev of Esav. And Yaakov Avinu was holding it. Why? From Yisachar came out the Sanhedrin. The 71 men of the great Sanhedrin of Am Yisrael came from, most of them came from which Shevet? Sanhedrin. Why? Yisachar Hamor Garem. What does Avraham Avinu call Yishmael? Tishvu im Hamor. Stay with the Hamor. Who's going to destroy the Hamor? Chamor de Kedusha. The Chamor de Kedusha. Who's the Chamor de Kedusha? Yisachar. What did Yakov bless Yisachar? Yisachar Chamor God. What's Chamor? Homer. Materialism. But materialism to break the materialism. That's why Rabbi Akiva, what did he say? I would bite a person at Talmid Chacham like a chamor, he would say. Why a chamor? The Ariya Kadosh explains in Shara Gilgulim, in Sefer Gilgulim, that all the 10 martyrs, there were 10 martyrs. 10 people who died on Kiddush Hashem, they were killed by the Romans during Hadrian's and Titus's rule. Yemach Shemam v'zichram shemot asher Rishaim yirkavun. Yemach Shemam. These two Rishaim, they killed 10 Gidolei Olam. And I'm telling you guys a secret right now. Don't say I didn't tell it to you guys. The Ariya Kadosh says, whoever doesn't have this kavanah, his tefillah doesn't go up that day. Wow. Every morning, never miss this pasuk. El nekamot Hashem, el nekamot Hofia. It's right before we say Hashem Melech, Hashem Malach, Hashem Yoram. If you're in a rush, at least say this pasuk. Right after Hodu. El Nekamot Hashem. What are you supposed to have kavanah over there? That Hashem should avenge from the Romans Esav. The 10 martyrs. Who are they? Rabbi Yishmael Kohen Gadol, who the Roman princess ripped off his skin from his face. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel, the Nasi, who they ripped off his head. Rabbi Akiva, who they combed off his face with iron combs. Rabbi Yishvev HaSofer, who they cut off his tongue. Cut off his fingers and hands until he bled to death. Rabbi Hutzpit HaMeturgeman, who they cut off his tongue and he died to death. Rabbi Hananiah ben Tradion, who they burned to death with a Sefer Torah, Masechet Avodah Zarah, Daf Zayin Chet, somewhere over there, page 7, page 8. Rabbi Elazar ben Shamoa, the student of Rabbi Akiva, Rabbi Yehuda ben Baba, and Rabbi Yehuda ben Dama, and Rabbi Hanina ben Chakilai. These 10 martyrs, you have to have them kavanah every morning when you say, El Nekamot Hashem, El Nekamot Hofia. If you don't have this kavanah, the Ariya Kadosh says in Shara Kavanot, your tefillah doesn't go up that day.
That one sentence, or just the whole?
At least say that one sentence.
Okay.
If you do, kol hakavod. The Baal Ish Matzliach, the father of Mazuz, the Gdol Ador of our generation, the Ish Matzliach says that if his father of Matzliach Mazuz who died on Kiddush Hashem in Tunisia. He was killed to death, a bullet straight to the forehead. Hashem Yinkom Damo is one of the greatest Sephardic tzaddikim. He used to say every morning, El Nekamot Hashem 10 times for those 10 tzaddikim because of the Ari. The Ari HaKadosh and Chakra, if you don't have this kavanah, forget about it. Your tefillah doesn't go off that day unless there is a schut. You're connected to a tzaddik and that tzaddik picks up your tefillah with you. This I'm telling you from Chassidut. The Ari doesn't say that. I'm telling you from Chassidut. So Rabbi Akiva, so those 10 tzaddikim were the Gilgulim of the 10 brothers who sold Yosef HaTzadik. And Rabbi Akiva was the Gilgul of Yisachar. The whatever Yakov was holding in the ankle of Esav, who was he holding? The Nishmat Rabbi Akiva he was holding over there. That's why Rabbi Akiva was Ben Gerim. Why was he Ben Gerim? Why was he a son of converts? The Satan didn't want to let out his neshama because he knew Rabbi Akiva Chav Dalet 1000 Talmidim, 5 Talmidim, which were Gedolei Olam, including Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and Rabbi Meir Bar Anas. He didn't want to let their neshama go out. He didn't want to let the neshama go out. And that was the neshama of Yisachar ben Yaakov. And that was the neshama in the heel of Esav. And that was the neshama that Yaakov was holding on to. That's why, how did Yakov get it back? When he bought the birthright from Esav, he didn't get it totally back. Why? How old was Yaakov Avinu when he bought the birthright back from Esav? How old was he? 15 years old. They were 15. How many years Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov learned together Torah? 15 years. Why? Avraham had Yitzhak at the age of 100. At 60 years old, Yitzchak had Yaakov and Esav. And Avraham passed away at the age of 175. That means Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov all learned together for how many years? 15 years. That's why when Amalek came to kill the Jewish people, Yemach Shemam v'Zichram, they couldn't touch the first 2 letters of God. What's the first 2 letters of God? Yud K. Numerical value? 15. Because those were the 15 years that Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov learned Torah together. And the Midrash says, I heard this today from Rav Benayahu Shemueli, from the day that Yaakov Avinu came out of his mother's womb, Noach, from the first day he started to learn Torah. Already, you think Esav came out all made and everything. The Midrash says Yaakov Avinu was already saying Torah tziva lanu Moshe morasha kilat Yaakov. That's why the halacha is the first thing you have to teach your children. The first thing, the first sentence, Torah tziva lanu Moshe morasha kilat Yaakov. Why? Because the Nishmat Yaakov Avinu is Nishmat Moshe Rabbeinu. The neshama of Yaakov Avinu and Moshe Rabbeinu, the first day that he was born, in Nivu'ah he was saying, that's why his mother called him Tuvia, I will be in the future giving the Torah to Am Yisrael. And in the future when Mashiach will come, Be'ezrat Hashem Yitbarach, may it be speedily in our days, because what's happening in New York City, today my wife sent me a thing, if you guys are use the trains, on the train, there's something called now ID NYC. What's ID NYC? You don't have to say you're male or female. You could now pick your own gender. You could call yourself an alien if you want. But only where? In the trains. It's a new thing. It's an advertisement. Only in New York City. Welcome to Sdom Va'amora. Rabotai, I'm telling you right now, we are reaching, the only thing that's left is to make whatever the Dora Mabul did. Make marriages between animals and human beings. That's the only things left. And whatever is happening lately, I'm telling you, it's not far away. It already exists. You're saying? Where? Legal. You guys are knocking me out right now.
They just approved.
A girl married her dog or something legal.
Listen, they just approved in New
not New York.
San Francisco. It's a San.
Yeah.
They just approved brother and sister somewhere in California.
Where? In New York?
In Europe.
In
I think in
America.
Jersey. I think.
Rabotai, we're living in a time of Avi. Avot hatum'ah. Why is that? Because the kedusha that's awakening up right now is the greatest kedusha never you had in the history of the world. You have Bukharim, Sfaradim, people listening to Otzrot Hayim, Kedusha v'Tahara, so the Torah, so the Satan is waking us up. Don't think it's a joke. I'm going to read you something right now from Shara Gilgulim. I'm going to read something right now. You're gonna grow wings tonight. You want some wings? Not chicken wings, not buffalo wings. That was on Thanksgiving with a football stuff. We don't know, not buffalo wings, eagle wings. I'm gonna read you something right now. But before I begin, Rabotai, let's take a breather. Okay, don't get too excited. Okay, the excitement comes from the Yetzer Hara. Okay. Yaakov Avinu is a Bechir Sheba'avot. Let's not digress. Yaakov Avinu is Bechir Sheba'avot. 15 years he learned with Avraham and Yitzchak together. That's what they learned all together. Chesed, Givura, Tiferet. Yaakov Avinu was a Tzaddik Yesod Olam. And we find in this week's parasha, I want to tell you one pasuk. It says a pasuk Shem Pasukim. You guys are cold over here? Maybe we crack a window? No? I'm joking. What's the pasuk? What's the pasuk? Listen to this. Avraham, you're listening? Vayetze Yaakov mi Be'er Shava Vayelech Haranan. The tzaddik leaves his comfort zone. What's Be'er Shava? Sheva is the seventh sphira. It's Malchut. Tzaddik is the Yesod. The tzaddik always wants to have a zivug with a malchut. He doesn't care about anything else. But that's not his job in this world. Vayetze Yaakov. What's Vayetze? What's the first two letters? What's the two middle letters of Vayetze? How do you spell Vayetze? Vav Yud. Take that out. Tzadik Aleph. What's Tzadik Aleph? 91. Amen. 91 is also Havaya Adnut. Connecting 26, God's name, with Adnut 65, connecting them together. Vayetze Yaakov. You want to make the zivug? Get out of your comfort zone. Be'er Shava. Get out of Be'er Shava. Where do you have to go? Vayelech Harana. He goes outside of Eretz Yisrael. But before he leaves, Vayifga b'makom. What's Vayifga b'makom? And he hits the place. What place is that? Yaakov leaves Be'er Shava. There is no way he's going to get to Yerushalayim. Why? You're leaving Be'er Shava. It's all the way in the south. He's going to Haran. He has to go straight, then up. Hashem does for him a kifitzat haderech. And the shortcut. Instead of going from Be'er Sheva to Haran, Hashem gets him that night suddenly to Yerushalayim. He has no idea where he is. He's freaked out. Yaakov Avinu is freaked out of his mind. If I could say that, lahavdil. He's totally flabbergasted. Rashi says he doesn't know where he is. He sees that he's in the place where his father had an akedah. His father told him the story. He tells him. He showed him the place. You know how old he is at that time? 63 plus 14. How much that is?
77.
77 years old. Mazal. He's 77 years old. The guy is not a young Yaakov Avinu. He's not he's not green. He's a man of men. You hear? An area. He suddenly sees himself in Yerushalayim. He says, something's not kosher over here. Or maybe it's too kosher, as I call it kosher la Pesach. You understand? Yeah, it was a leap. He gets to Yerushalayim. And suddenly Hashem makes the day into night. It's not day anymore. What is it? Yaakov looks at his watch. It's 2 p.m. Daniel. But instead, it's not afternoon. Shkiat Hama.
That's why we're proud of
Is what's going on. What's going on over here? Yaakov Avinu gets so out of his wits, he makes a new tefillah. At the age of 77, Mazal, he makes the tefillat Aravit. That's why a person who wants to have Mazal, he has to pray tefillat Aravit. That's why, what's the first Mishnah in the Gemara? Avraham, you're with me? Me'emtai korin et shema be'aravit. When do we start praying Shema? When do we start saying Shema in Aravit?
Why
you start Why do we start with the Aravit? Start with where? Shaharit. But Shaharit is the next Mishnah. Why start with Aravit? Aravit is the hardest tefillah. You come home. 5 more minutes. Let's have dinner first. What does the Chachamim say?
Pray first.
Now pray first and then eat dinner. Pray first and then take a nap. Pray first and then go to the shiur. First pray. That's why, Abotai, if it's not just for the Aravit, you guys pray here tonight, it's worth it to come to the shiur. If it's not for the Aravit, what are you going to pray Aravit? Vayikra, vayivgab. What's vayivgab makom? It just happened. The tefillah. Vayalen sham, and he lay down over there. Kiba hashemesh. He knew Yakov. If you would have been you, what would you have said? Something's not right. Let's get out of here. Let's caboose. But Yakov said, Yesh dvarim bago. Something's not right over here. Let me sleep over here. Maybe there's going to be some kind of nivu'ah. Rashi says in 77 years, God never spoke to Yaakov Avinu. In 77 years, he never spoke to him. That was the first night he spoke to him.
Then,
Rashi says,
and then
I'm not
thereafter,
telling you a Zohar or anything. First time in his life, God spoke to him. Vehine sulam musav arza verosho. What does he see? Does he see God? No. He sees a ladder. Verosho magia shamayma. Hashem says, you're here sleeping on the floor, surrounded by 12 rocks, which will in the future become one rock in the 12 Shivatim. In the future, Hashem will make all 12 Shivatim into one. We're all over here, 2 tribes, Yehuda and Benjamin. That's it. That's all we are over here. In the future, we will all become one tribe. Hashem says, what's a sulam? A ladder. In life, you can't start at level 1, go to level 100. You need to go up the ladder. Hashem says you're not going to get to the end so easy. You're going to have to earn it. Because if you don't earn it, you're not going to enjoy it. You're not going to appreciate it. To really appreciate something, you have to earn it. And Yaakov Avinu sees an angel. He sees 2 angels first. Azav and Azael. Those 2 angels that said, don't make Adam Harishon. He sees them going up. Yes, those were the first angels that went up. But they came back down again. Why? Once an angel gets contaminated over here, he goes special mikvah and Ardinor, and they came back to Bil'am Arasha. Who taught Bil'am Arasha all his nivuah? They did. They taught him how to sleep with their, like you guys, I don't know. I gotta research this. San Francisco, over there. A woman marries her dog. Lo alinu, lo am Yisrael. I'm telling you, Stom v'amar, Rabotai, we have to keep on learning Torah. So you want protection to this place, Rabotai? We have to learn the Pnimiuta Torah and act like the Pnimiuta Torah. I'm telling you, that's the only protection. This Rapach Nitzotzin that we're bringing up right now is the only thing that will protect us. So Yaakov Avinu sees Azav Azayah. Then he sees an angel going up 70 steps. 210 steps. Hashem says, Ariel, that's the angel of who? Mitzrayim. How many years the Jews were in Egypt? 210. 210. Then Yaakov sees the Egyptian angel going down. Okay, Shvuya, 210 years. Then he sees another angel going up 70 steps. Who is that? Galut Bavel. Then he sees the angel of Paras Umadai going up. And they come back down. I don't remember the number of steps, something like 200 years also. Then he sees the angel of Esav go up. Ariel. Who's that angel? Malach Samechmen Bichvodo Be'atzmo. And he's going up 100 steps. 150, 200, 250, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yaakov Avinu fainted inside his dream. He said to Hashem, the Zohar, this is the Zohar. He says, Ad matai? Ad matai? So what does Hashem says? Im mitmahamea chakelo ki bo yavo lo ya'acher. and he sees the angel of Esav till he gets to a height that Yaakov Avinu cannot count the steps anymore, and he sees something bringing him down b'choska, and he sees the malach of Esav breaking in the floor, and Hashem says, Yaakov says, what's the proof that this is going to happen? What happens in the parasha? Yaakov Avinu passes Ma'avar Yabok, and what does he see over there? The angel of Esav, V'ya'avek ish imo. Ad alot hashachar. He fought the Satan himself. The angel of bichvodo be'atzmo. Hashem says, "Don't worry, he's coming down." And the proof is, I'm gonna make you fight him, and you're gonna win. But where he's gonna hit you, guys, in the Gid Hanasheh. Where is the Gid Hanasheh? In the Netzach and the Hod. Your two legs are Netzach and Hod. You know who the Netzach and Hod is? The Ari Kadosh says the Netzach and the Hod are the people that are Ba'ale Batim. The people who support the Torah. The people who give to the Torah. Tiferet, the body, Chesed Givurah, those are the Talmidei Chachamim. The Satan cannot hit them. Why? We know the Gemara says, in Masechet Avodah Zarah, the Talmid, and Masechet Chagigah, a Talmid Chacham that goes to Gehenom, does the fires of Gehenom touch him? No, he smells a bad odor. But the fires of Gadaev, you can burn him from today till tomorrow, nothing's going to touch him. Why? He said, Torah is like salamander skin. When you learn Torah, it's natural repellent. But a Baalei Batim, unfortunately, they don't have that Torah. That's why you want to make the Baalei Batim into Talmidei Torah. That's why they say, support the Torah, and you're going to be like Talmidei Chachamim. The Satan knows if there is no Netzach and Hod, what's going to hold up the body? If nobody's going to hold up the Talmidei Chachamim, Barkei Rabbanan de Shalai, who's going to open up? Who's going to hold the body? Why? Yaakov Avinu. He didn't get the bracha. Yitzchak didn't want to give him the bracha of the Parnasah Mitala Shamayim. He had to get it b'mirma. He had to come in and take the bracha. As if but what does Unkulu say? Whoever does Shai Mikra V'Chatargum, B'chokhmah, he went over there. He did it, he did it with the Chokhmah. What did Esav say? No, it was a Kitrug. There was a Kitrug on Am Yisrael, Rabotai. And the Samech Mem knows exactly where to hit. Where does he hit? In the people who support the Torah. The people who support the Torah. But at the end of the day, what does it say? And the sun was rising. Ve'ine tzolea al Yerecho. What does the Gemara say? What does the Midrash say? At that moment the sun set, Yaakov Avinu got healed. Why? Ve'hi le'et erev ve'hine boker. When Mashiach is about to come, the people who want to support the Torah, they're going to say, you guys are all Levi Zila over there. Suddenly they're going to see what was their zechut for every word of the Torah, for every bracha that you say, for everything that you say. You know what kind of mitzvot you get? Ben Porat Yosef, Ben Porat Ale'ai, and you guys over here are Talmidei Chachamim. I consider everyone here Talmidei Chachamim, but the shiur here is for everyone. I'm telling you guys, every moment of Torah, like when they once asked one Talmid Chacham, what do you live for? Judaism is our life. Judaism is we don't wake up to go to work. We go to work so we could do mitzvot. We go to work so we could give tzedakah. We don't go to work to get more properties. We don't go to work to be richer. We go to work so we could do more mitzvot for Hashem. We have kids because God told us to have kids. I once went to a person. I once told you guys a story many moons ago. I like to do the one mitzvah I really like a lot. Is mitzvah shiluach haken, to send the mother bird away. And I was mezakeh over 20 people in my life to do this mitzvah too. And counting. The count will not stop. Yeah. This year, we have to wait for pigeon season. Okay? So, I once took the one guy, me, my brother, and a friend of ours, took a guy to do haken. And in the middle of Shulchan, he didn't do it at the end. You need a zechut. You have said, even if you go there, you need a zechut. I told you guys this story once. Yeah. And I told the guy, I said, we were arguing in the car afterwards. I was upset at him. Why? A person could come to a Gilgul just for this mitzvah. A Gilgul! At most, at least in Ibur. How could you not do the mitzvah? Are you scared to touch a bird? Are you serious? He tells me, no. The conversation went up, says, I told him, why are you working? To give to my kids. I said, are you nuts? I said, so you're working to give to someone else? He says, yes. I told him, are you nuts? You're working to give to your children? So you're basically a slave. The Gemara says in Masechet Avodah Zarah, if I'm not mistaken, Rish Lakish passed away. You know who Rish Lakish is? Do you know who Rish Lakish is? You know who Rish Lakish is? Yeah, the one that was so beautiful, and he was Rabbi Yochanan's chavruta, and his brother-in-law, and his boje, and he was the greatest, Muslim man. He died. You know what he left after his death? No house, nothing. He left a cup of spices. You know, spice professor? A cup of spices. Gesundheit. A cup of spices. You know what he said before he passed away? I left too much. I don't want to swear, that's the words of the Gemara. I just can't tell you which daf. That's what he said. He said, I left too much. Rabotai, you live for yourself. You have kids because Hashem told you to do it. You got married because Hashem told you to do it. And Hashem instilled in you the love for your children for one reason and one reason only, because He loves you and He wants you to feel how He feels when it comes to you. That's why Hashem gave you that. If you look at a guy, for example, are there crazy guys out there in the world?
Yes.
Plenty. You guys are connected to the Torah HaKetosha. You guys are connected to the Torah. You guys are Talmidei Chachamim in your level. I want to read you one thing before we end a shiur. I think this was a strong shiur. One of the strongest. Surat Hodayah, I'm telling you, always come out the strongest. Just letting you know. Why? Todah, it's a Yehudim. I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to give you guys a chizuk tonight that was going to make you fly at least till next Monday night. Hopefully.
Till Wednesday.
Oh, till Wednesday, because we're going to have a shiur this Wednesday night, guys. Yeah, but at 9:30. You listening? Listen very carefully. I'm about to tell you guys a chizuk of chizuk. What I'm telling you, this paragraph is worth 100 sifrei musar. I'm not making chas v'shalom this. I'm just telling you this to me. Listening? I'm reading from Shara Gilgulim, Gates of Rigor, Chaim Vital. Shar Lamed Chet. Ariel, you listening?
Yes, of course.
Chapter 38. You don't want to miss this.
I'm here.
Reb Chaim Vital, if you guys ever heard of the old Sephardic Living Heritage series, was the continuation of the Ariyah Kadosh.
He wrote all this stuff.
He wrote all the Etz Chaim, all the Kabbalah we have today is from the Reb Chaim Vital. He was his not just the student, the student. The Ari said, I came to this world for you, not for anyone else. For Rav Chaim Vital, when Rav Chaim Vital brought the other students, the Ari was very upset at him. And because of that, chas v'shalom, his death came too. Because the fight came with all the students. And how did it start? I don't want to say. So Rav Chaim Vital once asked the Ari, you listening?
Yes.
Pam achat sha'alti lemori zal. Once I asked my master, the Ariyah Kadosh, Ech haya omer li, how could he tell me, shenafshi hayta kol kach me'olad. The Ari would always tell Rav Chaim Vital, your neshama, what? It's the highest neshama. V'rei hakatan shebedorot harishonim, the smallest tzaddik in the previous generations, Hayat tzaddik v'hasid, was such a chasid and tzaddik in the previous generation, the smallest guy, the smallest. She'ein ani magia le'ekvor. Rav Chaim says, you're telling me I'm such a big neshama. In the previous generations, the smallest guy, I don't even reach his heels. How are you telling me I'm a big guy? Come on. Rabbi Moreno v'Rabbeinu Ariyah Kadosh. How could you compare me? Va'amar, listen to this, guys. I'm telling you, I'm giving you guys a chizuk right now that should last you not for till Wednesday, not till Monday, for the rest of your life. Listen to this carefully, and this is the Kedusha v'Ta'areh. Va'amar li, da lecha, know to you, אין גדלות הנפש תלויה כפי מעשה האדם. The greatness of a person's soul has nothing to do with his actions. That's scary. What do you mean? I'm working so hard. Says Dari. Let's finish the sentence. רק כפי הזמן והדור ההוא. Everything depends on the generation. So you could be a small guy in a very bad generation, but you're really big in all the previous one. Ki ma'aseh katan, listen, a small deed. Bador hazeh, in our generation, shakul kekama mitzvot gedolot bedorot acherim. It's equal to hundreds of mitzvot, gedolot, big ones, in the previous generations. You think you're nothing? Your Kriyat Shema in the morning is equal to 100 Shiluach HaKens of previous generations. Why? It all depends on the generation. You're living in Aviyah Tum'ah. That's why I told you guys, I gave you guys the introduction. You guys are living in Sodom Amorah. You could pick your own gender today. Your mitzvot today are times 1,000,000. 1,000,000. It's not my words. It's the Ari HaKadosh. You want to mess with somebody? Take it to him. I'll tell you his address. Tzfat, Beit Almin Yashan. I'll tell you exactly where to go. Right over there. You know, you go with birthright, they take you right there. You know, right? Yeah. Why? He's actually right in the beginning. Ki bedorot elu, in our generation. Ours. He's talking about his, even more so in ours. Haklipa goveret. The Yetzer Hara is so strong, and I was learning with my friend over here the other day, back in the Rav Yosef Karo's generation, which is the Aris, they didn't even know how to say Birchot HaShachar. Rabotai, I'm about to cry. They didn't know how to say Birchot HaShachar, they didn't know how to say An Letilat Yadayim. Today, ask any Amma Aretz, he knows what's An Letilat Yadayim. Ben Porat Yosef. Me'od, in our generations, the Satan is... I don't want to mess with him, you know that. Because, you know, he has feelings too. It's a Gemara. If you mess with him, you got to talk nicely, yeah. The Yetzer Hara is good, but I'm reading the Ari HaKadosh's words. It's not my things. Goveret me'od le'enketz. He's awakening right now. Kefi she'en. You see right now what's going on. Ma she'en ken bedorot rishonim. They didn't have Yetzer Hara like us. The generation was... And look, this is the cherry on the top. Ve'ilu hayiti bedorot harishonim. If you, Ari says, if you would have lived in the generations of the Tanaim and Amoraim and the Nevi'im, haya ma'asecha niflaim mikama tzadikim harishonim. Your actions would have been like the actions of, I don't know, some great prophets. If you could last, Ariel, you listening? Yeah. If you could last right now, you know what you could have done back then? So don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short, Rabotai. You guys, in this generation, the Yetzer Hara is, he's knowing his time is coming to an end. We're reaching the year 6,000. How many years we have left? We're in the year 5780. We have 220 years left. Am I right or wrong? To Mashiach. 220 years.
Your great grandkids will see it.
For sure. Who would have thought of such a thing? And you know what? If Salman Mutzafi says, for sure he's going to come before. Why? God already promised Rachel he's going to bring it before. And we're seeing something's going on. Something's crazy going on in Eretz Yisrael. Anti-Semitism in America. Something is crazy going on. The Torah Tasod is awakening. There's crazy. There's stuff going on over here. But I want to let everyone over here, Roy, don't sell yourself short. You think you guys are doing Averot? Can I read you guys something over here? One last thing? To give you guys one last chizuk? Can I? I want to read you guys something. Ve'amarti lemorizal. I asked my Rebbe, Ariel, you listening?
Yes.
I'm going to say to you, can I tell you guys straight? You guys don't believe me.
Straight.
Okay. How come you want to teach me? Teach Rav Yosef Karo, the writer of the Shulchan Aruch. Teach the Radvaz, the Rebbe of Dari. Teach your own Rebbe. Teach Maram Al-Sheikh. Teach the Al-Sheikh. They just translate this book in Art Scroll in English. On the parasha. Teach them Kabbalah. Why teaching me? Says Rav Chaim Vital. You know what Dari says? You don't know what's going on in a person's inside their neshama. A person, you could see them as the biggest tzaddik. But inside, Hashem knows. And Ari says, Rav Chaim Vital, I see you as the clean. They're clean. They're kiddushim. We learn their Torah every single day. Without Yosef Karo, we cannot live. We cannot live. But Ari told Rav Chaim Vital, you're the cleanest vessel. And who was he? He was just a regular guy walking around. Everyone over here, we look at ourselves as regular guys. And I'm reading you straight from Shara Gilgulim. Everyone over here looks at us as regular guys. But I'm telling you, if your neshama came to this world to hear such things, it's a sign that you have some nitzot kedusha inside of you. Kadosh Baruch Hu is waiting for something from you and you're already fulfilling it. But only if you don't deny it. You have to understand you guys are great. And we have to tell our children this. You hear me? We gotta tell our children this. This is not Kabbalah Ma'asit over here. This is regular Shara Gilgulim. We gotta teach our children these things. That they have nishamot, that their smallest mitzvah is equal to great mitzvot of previous generations. And this is going to give them chizuk. It's going to give them chizuk, I'm telling you. And with this, B'ezrat Hashem Yitbarach, we'll be zocheh legiula shelema berachamim. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.